Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the United Way for the FC Copenhagen versus Manchester United Premier League preview, Champions League preview. As you know, Manchester United travel to Copenhagen to face them in the UEFA Champions League. It is game week 4. Game week 4. As you know, these two faced each other not long ago, actually, and Manchester United beat them by a goal to nil. A goal from Harry Maguire and a late penalty save from Andrea Onana. But as always, there will be a live watch along here on the United Way with myself. The game kicks off at 8 p.m. So we'll be live at 7:30 p.m. with team news and build-up. I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not feeling the best, and it's not about the game tomorrow. Not that. I'm just feeling a bit sick lately, so excuse the ugly face. But as you know, obviously, here is the Champions League group as it stands. The group, before I can get it up on the bloody board, is, here we go. Here we are, Bayern top of the league with 9 points, top of the group, with 9 points. Galatasaray, Bayern pretty much need to win one more match, and they progress to the knockout stages with a game or two to spare. Galatasaray are fourth. You also need to win to maybe get a bit further ahead of us. Obviously, Manchester United are third, and Copenhagen are fourth place with a point. So obviously, a win for Copenhagen tomorrow could put them even second if results go well. But goal difference at the moment doesn't look great for them with -2, but it's only one more than Galatasaray. So a win for Manchester United tomorrow with results going our way can put us second place. And then Galatasaray will drop down into third place. But again, it puts us in a good position, but it's not a position that we can get comfortable with ourselves. We literally just need to beat Copenhagen and Galatasaray. That'll be Galatasaray, that'd be 6, or beat Copenhagen, that'd be 6 points. And then we beat Galatasaray, that'd be 9 points. So then we can go into the last game, maybe just needing a draw, depending how results go in the other games. So, let's talk about Manchester United. The team we love, the team that gives us stress, and the team we support. So, So as we know, Manchester United coming into this game after beating Fulham 1-0 on the weekend. I'll admit it wasn't a pretty win. Fulham could have beat us. Fulham could have beat us. If Fulham had Mitrovic, they maybe would have. We need to win. Again, this is another big game. I think nearly every game for Manchester United now is crucial if we want to get higher up in Premier League and FA Cup and even Champions League as well. As you know, we're knocked out of Carabao Cup. But here is Manchester United's form. It'll pop up on the screen now any minute. So here we have a Sheffield United. We beat them 2-1. We beat Copenhagen 1-0, obviously, as we just recently spoke about. Man City beat us 3-0 at Old Trafford in the derby. Newcastle beat us 3-0 in the Carabao Cup at Old Trafford. And we beat Fulham on the weekend by a goal to nil. All thanks to a goal from Bruno Fernandes. And a few saves from Andrea Onana as well. Well, it should have been 2-0 up with VAR. I'm not Arteta. I don't complain. I complain when I need to. But yeah, obviously, Manchester United, it's a must-win game. There's no beating around the bush. If we lose or draw tomorrow, not mathematically, but we're kind of knocked out of the Champions League. And it's a win. A win can put us second place. A draw will keep us where we are, I think. And a loss will put us fourth. So, yeah, it's not great, is it? It's not great. I hope we can win. I hope that Fulham win can kind of put a bit of confidence into us, a bit of cop on with the players and the players that didn't start, or maybe were dropped for such reasons. But there is such a player I want to talk about who hit back on a certain fan channel who are supposedly the best in the world and deny everything and Yeah. Marcus Rashford, obviously we know at the moment I never knew players kind of, honestly, I personally, I never knew players let such like stuff like this bother them. I mean, listen, was it Rashford? Was it his social media team, if he even has any? Obviously he played against Man City and didn't do great. He went out that night celebrating his birthday. He was on the bench for the game against Newcastle. He came on with about 20, 25 minutes to spare, I think. And then he was supposedly injured for the game against Fulham on the weekend. I personally think it was dropped just to kind of, put a bit of common sense into him as well if needed. Or maybe it was an injury, maybe it was, but I just personally don't think it was. And I don't buy things like that. I've seen it before, and now we're seeing it again. We constantly see it when the team is under pressure. Players just like, no, I'm backing out of this one. I'm backing out of this one. I don't want to be involved. I might be the reason to it. There might be the spark to it, but I don't want to be there if things go arseways. Obviously, Garnacho started ahead of Marcus Rashford. Obviously, it was a forced change. Obviously, and I thought Garnacho done reasonably well. It wasn't astonishing, but for a player of his age and his style, and just Garnacho, I thought he done well. I mean, this kind of brings us on to the next kind of talking point, doesn't it? Or the next topic. Will Ten Hag? Well, I was going to say stick or twist. So pretty much, will Ten Hag rotate or stick with the same team? So will we see the team that we seen be Fulham, or will he rotate? Will he bring Varane in? Will he bring Reguilon? Will he bring Marcus Rashford? Will he bring in Pellistri? I would start Pellistri, but I just don't think Ten Hag will drop Anthony. I just get that suspicious feeling, whether people like it or not. But now, I personally think Rashford walks. I think Rashford comes back in. I think Varane comes back in, and I think he just doesn't play Reguilon. I don't know what is up with him at the moment, but he may start Reguilon. If he starts Reguilon, happy days. But I hope Wan-Bissaka is right back if that is the case, because I really like Wan-Bissaka. I can't wait to see him on Saturday when I go to the game against Luton Town, which I'll speak about at the end. Which I think that's what will happen. I just don't, when you're facing Copenhagen, you need a confident it is needed, and you need he's going to play players with some sort of experience, against teams who have fans, and it's a team who will put you under pressure and will constantly be at you and be trying to get in your head, because the Copenhagen fans, they be singing from minute 1 to minute 90. We've seen it at Old Trafford, and they know they'll have a feeling that they can beat us. So we need to be confident on the ball from minute 1 to minute 90. Not just play well for a certain part of the game. You have to play well from minute 1 to minute 90, and we need to win. And he's probably going to play Varane for experience. He's probably going to play Eriksen for experience. He's probably going to play Marcus Rashford for experience, I think. He'll have more experience than Garnacho, obviously. I feel like he'd play Anthony for that reason as well. I wouldn't play Anthony, but I'm not the manager, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, we need to be confident on the ball. We really, really need to be confident on the ball, and we have to have a quick start. We need to have a good start. Nick a goal, and then we can push on for a second. That is what Manchester United need at this moment in time. And again, it brings me forward to the next kind of point, and that pretty much is chances need to be taken. I do apologise for my internet, by the way. It's a bit all over the place. I got new internet, so I do apologise if it's a bit iffy at the moment. I know what you're probably saying, Dean, Manchester United, chances need to be taken. We can't really create a lot. Okay, well, I think we should be giving Rasmus more service. I think with more balls into the box with the offer. Like if you have Mason Mount there, or Facundo Pellistri, or someone like that on that right-hand side, whip a ball in. Some would say Mount. I'm a bit weird about playing wingers, midfielders who can play wingers. How do I say this without messing me words up? I'm a bit odd with playing midfielders who can play on the wing, because I'd rather them play there. I'd only play a midfielder on the wing if you're playing a Man City and you need to defend. That's all. And I don't even like that, but if it's to get anything out of the game, That is what I would do. We need to, if the chances we get, we need to take them. You know what I mean? If you're going to take a shot, make sure you're 99% confident that that's going to at least make the keeper do a bit of work or go on the back of the net. If you're going to up a ball into the box, don't be solid. Don't just do it because the fans are saying give Hoyland more service or whatever. Yeah, it has to be key. We brought in a player who is tall, strong, fast. He's a big player. He's a big lad. We need to pretty much say, listen, get the ball to him, because he is a player that is not going to be knocked off the ball easy. And, you know, we've seen glimpses of it when he played Arsenal of what Rasmus Højlund can do. But if he's not going to get service, what's the point? You might as well just play Marcus Rashford down the middle, for crying out loud. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? If we're not going to, so having a player up there like Rasmus Højlund, like you see it with Man City and even Chelsea, they have, and Liverpool as well, actually, and Tottenham, they with the ball in. But City just being the prime example, because they have a tall striker. He's also quick. If you have a Haaland or we have a Højlund, whip the ball in. Whoever's playing on the wings for Man City or the midfield and they get in a good position, dribble the ball in. That's getting to Haaland. There's no beating around the bush. That's getting to Haaland, regardless of who he's up against. That's getting to Haaland. So we need to, Jay, listen, get the ball to Højlund, with the ball in. Don't be like, get the ball to Højlund. If you get the ball to him, we'll win. No. But if you get the ball, with the ball into Højlund, put his big noggin onto it, you know, he will do it. It'll be good. But we're not doing it. Anthony doesn't do it. Rashford doesn't do it. Our wingers don't do it. Corners were shocking. Set pieces, matches not are shocking. Penalties, I don't even know. We haven't got a penalty in a long time, to be fair, but that doesn't make a difference. Even Nottingham Forest was the last game we got a pen, I think. Was it? I think, yeah, was it? I could be wrong. Correct me if I am. But that's just what we have to do. That's what we have to do. You know? Give them more service. You know what I mean? Like last season, we were saying, we'd love a striker who can come in and we can whip the ball into the box to him. We brought in Rasmus Højlund. So you're telling me if we had Harry Kane, the players will still whip it in. Like, you maybe don't trust Højlund, but he is a good player. Like, there's been times where we have with the ball into him and it's been good and we've nearly scored from it. It doesn't have to be on the head, just on the feet. It doesn't have to be a high ball, low ball. That's what we have to do. You know? That's what we have to do. We have to outsmart these teams because they're outsmarting us, but we're not outsmarting them. So, and we need players running in behind as well, and we need Bruno to be in the Bruno position. So, yeah. And this brings me on to literally what we were talking about. You know, how can Man United beat Copenhagen? How can Manchester United beat Copenhagen? And again, like I say, it's a question from me to you to me, back to you. Okay. How Manchester United can beat Copenhagen? Be consistent, which doesn't happen. I don't think there's been a game this season where we have been consistent. Take chances. Passion, aggression, and don't back off a player. And if you do score, or you do go down, keep your head held high. We need to be creating chances, but also taking chances and be consistent, and that everything has to be on point. Because there will be a time where we won't get away with it for long. So we have to. This should be a game where we should be confident in. You know what I mean? Regardless of the noise, take whatever Copenhagen have to offer. Just because I was surprised what Copenhagen offered when they faced at Old Trafford. I thought they were good. I thought, like I said, they got a chance early on, 2 good chances early on. They could have been 2 goals up. That game could have finished 2-1, even 3-1 Copenhagen. You know, who knows? Would we have got that goal? I don't know, but just saying that could have been the case. But luckily enough for Manchester United, it wasn't. But luckily enough, luck. That's the word that we're looking at here. Luck. So I feel like that's what you have to do. And I say this every preview and even watch along and whatever video it is. You have to be consistent. We have to take our chances. and at least get some sort of service to Highland. That's all I'm trying to say. And don't be clumsy. And don't be slow. Be on top. Be stuck in it. If you lose the ball, go back in for it. If you win the ball, make sure whatever you do with that ball ends up well. Not just like Anthony or Highlands there. I'm gonna. It's not gonna be an out swinger. I'm gonna in swing it. Keeper's gonna come out. So whatever you do with the ball has to be on point. I know people are saying, yeah, but they were playing crap at the moment. The confidence, yeah, we'd be full, but the confidence not going to be there. That's fair enough. It's fair enough. But Copenhagen, we all know Copenhagen are going to take the chances. They're going to be putting the ball into the box. They're going to be doing what I want us to do. But I want us to be better, and I want us to be on point. Because if we come out with this game tomorrow, lost, like, again, I'm not saying Rasmus Highland is going to finish every chance that gets to him, or every chance is not going to be perfect. We're all human at the end of the day. Look at other top class teams. Every chance, okay, fair enough. I agree. But have a go. Our attacking players haven't scored a lot of goals this season. Our top goal scorer is injured. Casemiro. Casemiro, top goal scorer, defensive midfielder, injured. After that, I think it's Erasmus Highland and then Bruno, I think. Erasmus Highland has only scored goals in the Champions League. He did score in the Premier League, but VAR do shit. So, yeah, that's not good, is it? That's poor for Manchester United. So, how many goals has Anthony scored? How many goals has Martial scored? How many goals has Rashford scored? Explain that to me now. But let us know how you think Manchester United can beat Copenhagen. I do think you will beat them, but everything has to be on point. Everything. All the mistakes you make have to be ironed out and solidly done. Now, let's move on and talk about our opponents, who is Copenhagen, who are top of the league. I think you've only lost 2 games in their league, so yeah, their league mightn't be the most toughest league in the world, but they're beating teams, so they're not used to losing. Obviously, I'll put up their previous 5 games. Here we are now. They beat Vejle BK 2-1. They lost 1-0 against Manchester United. They beat Hivedorf by 4-0. They beat Midtjylland by 1-0. God, I think we played Midtjylland in the Europa. And they beat Randers 4-2 on the weekend. So again, I know no one has a clue who Vejle are, Hivedorf are, or Randers. I don't know who Midtjylland are. And obviously we all know who Manchester United are. And Midtjylland aren't a bad side either. But they have literally won. Since the Manchester United game, they've won all their games. Since the Manchester United lost, they've won every single game since. So you take that game out, they've won their previous 4 games domestically. So they're not a team that are going to be brushed aside easy. So they're going to come into this game confident, and their fans are going to be confident, and everyone's going to be confident in Copenhagen. But obviously, you know who they're coming up against regardless of form, but that's, their form is good. Their form is very, very good. And that Man United game could have almost been a draw. So here we have it. Obviously, they have a player who I'm going to go through a few Copenhagen stats-a-roonies. And speaking of stats-a-rooney, speaking of Rooney, they have a goal scorer whose name is Rooney Bargy, whatever way you pronounce his name. He doesn't really be a certain starter for them, but he's young. I think he's 17 or 18 years of age. He doesn't even look. He looks older. He has 7 goals for Copenhagen this season, so he's a decent player. I don't even think he played against us at Old Trafford, so he's a player to look out for. He is good. You see their danger man if he's not starting? Obviously not. I do have a danger man, and he's their top assister, and it is Elias Achori or Corey has 6 assists. He is my danger man. I think he took the penalty on this, so he'll be looking for a bit of redemption. So there are 2 players that we should be looking out for. I'd start, if I was Copenhagen, I'd be starting them 2 players, no doubt about it. Copenhagen will be seeking revenge. They'll be looking for a bit of revenge. They know that they were close to getting a draw. They could have beat us. they'd be looking for revenge. They'd be looking to beat us. They'll probably work on it. They'll probably be looking at the game against Fulham, and they'll be looking at, and we'll be looking at their previous games as well. They will be looking for revenge, no doubt about it. They will be looking for revenge, and hopefully they don't get it, but they will be looking for revenge, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. And again, will Copenhagen fancy their chances? I mean, I'm sure they will. Like, Manchester United come to town. We're Copenhagen are home. We've won our previous 4 games domestically. We've only lost 1. That was against Manchester United, so fair enough. I think they'll be relishing the moment if retrieved. But yeah, this again, another. Whoa, what the hell? How can Copenhagen beat Manchester United? Literally, right? They need to have a quick start and pressure us. If you pressure us, boom, and take our chances, boom. That's what they have to. That's what they have to do. Press every single player there. If you're that confident, do what you have to do. But that's enough talking about both sets of teams. Let's jump into my predicted 11. And again, you don't have to agree with me if you want. Let us know what your predictions are. Predicted 11, score predictions, all that good stuff. Let us know your main points for the game as well. So here's my predicted 11, and I'm going to speak through Onana in goal. Pretty self-explanatory. Back 4. I know Dallow's played a lot of games recently, but I just get a feeling he's going to play Diogo Dalot. Like I said, he's probably going to stick with some of the players he trusts, isn't he? So I think you go with Dalot. I think Maguire starts again. I think Varane comes back into the side just for his experience. And I think Wan-Bissaka starts as well. He came back from injury and he slotted back into that right back position like he was never injured. I think you'll go with Scott McTominay, Christian Eriksen, and Bruno Fernandes. The only reason why I'm saying he'll go for Eriksen is because Eriksen's at the press conference. And let's be honest, you're not going to bring a player to do a press conference if you're not going to start him. So that brings me on to I think Eriksen will start. McTominay, just for the way he's kind of playing at the moment, and his height and his strength and just his how do I say, what's the word I'm looking for? His presence may do the job. Bruno Fernandes, he's the captain. Hopefully that goal he scored in the weekend give him a bit of boost. I do think Rashford comes back into the squad. I wouldn't mind seeing Garnacho start. I just think he walks back in, to be honest. Some would say stupid. I say the same, but here we have it. It's like you said, he's going to play Rashford until he comes back into form. And that brings me on to why I think his fake injury, I think, against Copenhagen, against Fulham, was not an injury. So it was either that or he was dropping the floor. Disciplinary reasons. I think I just Anthony can do no wrong, and I wouldn't play Anthony. I just don't think he'd play Anthony. I'd play Pellistri and Reguilon, to be honest with you, and Amrabat instead of Eriksen or even McTominay, whatever way you want to have it, and Garnacho. I think Anthony can do no wrong, and I think the big man Rasmus Højlund comes back into the side, who needs service. He came off against Fulham and he wasn't happy. But, hopefully he can come into form. If he probably is in good form, we just don't know because he's not getting enough service. But he does okay in Champions League games. He does okay. He's our top goal scorer in Champions League as well. So that was my predicted 11 for the Manchester United game. Like I said, I'd play Reguilon, I'd play Amrabat, and I'd play Garnacho for Gundo Pellistri as well. So, score prediction. Confident score prediction, I think. I think it'll be tough. I think it'll be very, very tough. I don't think it'll be an easy game. I think we'll win by. I don't think we'll beat them by 2 goals or 3 goals. Like, I do think we'll win, and I think it'll be just a nice, simple, classic 2-1 win to Manchester United. I think Bruno and Rasmus Højlund score for us. And I think Akuri scores for Copenhagen. How do I think Højlund scores first. by funny enough, a ball whipped into the box. And I think Copenhagen level. From a set piece. And I think Bruno just slips the ball. We get them on the, one of those, Bruno, we get the ball, we get them on the counter. Bruno just, makes a good run. Someone picks him out. Boom. That's what I think. But I do think the goal from McCurry and Bruno will come out in the second half and Highland in the first. I think the Bruno goal will come in the last 10 minutes, to be brutally honest. I think it'll be one of them goals where you think we're going to get a draw in the next fall. Boom. Magic out of nowhere. But that's been the FC Copenhagen versus Manchester United Champions League preview. Hopefully we can get another win. Like I said, I am going to the... I'm going to the Manchester United versus Luton game. Hold on, my camera's being an arsehole again. I am going to the Manchester United versus Luton game on Saturday at Old Trafford. I am attending. This young, beautiful Irishman is attending the game. So if you support the channel or whatever means, and you're going to the game yourself, by all means, come and say hello to good old Dino, and we'll talk about Manchester United in the previous game. So if you do see me, don't be like, oh, I'm not Roy Keane. I won't back them. I love Roy Keane, but I'm just saying, come on over to me and we'll have a conversation. But like I said at the start of the stream, there will be a live watch along here on the YouTube channel from 7:30 p.m. Be there or be square. Hopefully we can get the job done. And please like, comment, and hit that subscribe button. Be much appreciated. And follow all our social links in the description. You can see if you want the edit there. I know there's still the Twitter logo there, but hopefully I can switch it about. And enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the game. Let us know your predictions and let us know your thoughts on the upcoming game. Thanks for watching. Come on!